3 F-35A Lightning II stealth fighters, $100 million each, shot down in 4 minutes by Pakistani air defense using Chinese technology. October 9, 2025, 0347 hours, 3 American pilots ejecting over hostile territory. This is the moment stealth technology met its match. This is the engagement that changed everything we thought we knew about fifth-generation fighter survivability. And this is the story of how Chinese HQ-9B radars detected what American engineers swore was undetectable. Afghanistan-Pakistan border region. Tensions escalating for 6 weeks. Border skirmishes, artillery exchanges, troop movements. Afghanistan requests American surveillance support. Not combat operations, just monitoring. Eyes in sky to track Pakistani military positioning. US Central Command approves limited mission. 3 F-35A from 388th Fighter Wing deploy from Al Dhafra Air Base, UAE. Flight time 4 hours. Mission: establish patrol pattern in international airspace. Monitor Pakistani troop concentrations. Provide real-time intelligence to Afghan commanders. Standard reconnaissance. Low risk, or so the briefing claimed. The F-35A Lightning II represents apex of American fighter technology. Single engine, single seat, multi-role stealth fighter, length 51 feet, wingspan 35 feet, maximum speed Mach 1.6, combat radius 670 miles, but specifications don't capture what makes F-35 revolutionary. Stealth, radar cross-section smaller than golf ball, infrared signature reduced, electronic emissions controlled, the aircraft designed to penetrate enemy airspace undetected, engage targets before enemy knows F-35 present, survive in contested environments where fourth-generation fighters die. 3 F-35s enter patrol pattern at 0342 hours. Altitude 40,000 feet. Speed 420 knots. Position over international airspace 45 miles from Pakistan border. Sensors active. Collecting electronic intelligence. Monitoring Pakistani radio communications. Tracking radar emissions. But maintaining strict rules of engagement. No crossing into Pakistani airspace. No weapons hot. Passive monitoring only. The pilots feel safe. Flying most advanced fighter on planet. Stealth technology protecting them. International airspace providing legal cover. What could go wrong? What's your take on stealth vulnerability? Type A if you think stealth is overrated. Type B if you think it's still dominant technology. Drop your assessment below. Pakistan military tracking American aircraft from moment they enter region. Not with traditional radar, with new Chinese HQ-9B air defense system deployed 6 months prior. Pakistan purchased complete system, launchers, missiles, command vehicles, and critically, UHF-band early warning radar. This radar operates different frequency than traditional X-band fire control radars. UHF wavelength measures meters, not centimeters. Stealth shaping designed for centimeter wavelengths. Meter wavelengths see different radar signature, not precise targeting, but detection, tracking, awareness. Pakistani air defense operators watch 3 contacts on UHF radar. Tracks appear at 120 kilometers distance. Altitude high, speed consistent with fighter aircraft, but no identification friend or foe response. No flight plan filed. American stealth fighters assuming they're invisible. HQ-9B radar proving otherwise. Pakistani command faces decision. American aircraft in international airspace. Legal gray area. But monitoring Pakistani troop movements during active conflict? Intelligence gathering supporting enemy? Pakistan interprets this as hostile act. 0347 hours. Pakistani Air Defense Command authorizes engagement. 6 FD-2000 missiles assigned to 3 targets. FD-2000 is export version of Chinese HQ-9 system, similar to Russian S-400. 2-stage solid fuel rocket, range 200 kilometers, speed Mach 4.2, warhead 180 pounds high explosive with proximity fuse. Missile uses inertial guidance for mid-course. Terminal phase switches to active radar seeker. The missile's designed to kill aircraft, bombers, transports, fighters, even stealth fighters if you can get targeting data. Launch sequence initiates. First 2 missiles leave rails at 0348 hours. Solid rocket motors ignite. Orange flame. White smoke trail. Missiles climb rapidly, heading toward target coordinates provided by UHF tracking radar. Next two missiles launch 8 seconds later. Final two at 16 seconds. 6 missiles airborne. Flight time to target approximately 3 minutes. Pakistani operators watch radar screens. Missiles tracking. Targets still present. No evasive maneuvers detected. Americans don't know they're under attack. F-35 pilots receive first warning at 0349 hours. Radar warning receiver detects missile guidance radar, not initial UHF search radar. Terminal phase X-band seeker. The RWR identifies threat type. Surface-to-air missile, multiple emitters, bearing south-southeast. Distance closing rapidly. Launch indication. All 3 pilots hear tone. See warning symbology. Process information. Launch from Pakistani territory. 6 missiles. Inbound. Time to impact 90 seconds. If this analysis provides tactical value, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Standard response, defensive maneuvers and countermeasures. All 3 F-35s break formation. Dive. Turn hard. Deploy chaff and flares. Chaff clouds create false radar targets. Flares decoy infrared seekers. Electronic countermeasures jam missile guidance. But FD-2000 is modern system. Home-on jam capability. Multiple guidance modes. Difficult to deceive. And 6 missiles chasing 3 aircraft means saturation. Even if countermeasures defeat half the missiles, 3 still get through. Flight lead calls mission abort. Emergency egress. Run west away from Pakistani border. Increase speed. Go to military power. F-35 accelerates but starts from 420 knots. Needs time to reach maximum speed. Missiles already doing Mach 4.2. The geometry doesn't favor escape. Lead pilot considers other options. Extremely low altitude. Get below radar horizon. But at 40,000 feet, descent takes time. Missiles arrive before F-35s reach safety of low altitude. 0350 hours. First missile impacts wingman number 3. FD-2000 proximity fuse detonates 25 feet from aircraft. 180-pound fragmentation warhead shreds left side of F-35. Engine destroyed. Hydraulics severed. Fuel tanks punctured. Aircraft enters uncontrollable spin. Pilot fights controls for 3 seconds. Realizes aircraft unrecoverable. Initiates ejection. Martin Baker US-16E ejection seat fires. Canopy jettisons. Rocket motor launches pilot clear. Parachute deploys at 38,000 feet. Long ride down. Pakistan territory visible below. Second missile tracks flight lead. Pilot executing maximum G brake turns. Pulling 9G. At edge of aircraft and pilot capability. Chaff blooming. Electronic warfare at maximum. But missile guidance unaffected. Terminal phase radar locked solid. Missile corrects for every evasive maneuver. Closes to proximity fuse range. Detonates 30 feet from aircraft. Fragmentation tears through F-35's starboard side. Avionics bay destroyed. Flight control computers offline. Engine damaged but still producing partial thrust. Pilot maintains some control. Attempts continued egress. But 30 seconds later, engine flames out from fuel starvation. Second ejection. Second pilot under canopy. Wingman number 2 sees both ejections. Knows missiles still tracking. Makes radical decision. Full afterburner. Maximum acceleration. Dive to pick up speed. Deploy all countermeasures simultaneously. Create massive chaff cloud and flare pattern. Electronic warfare at full power. The desperate gambit works against one missile. Guidance confused. Missile flies through chaff cloud chasing ghost return. But second missile assigned to this target maintains lock. Closes. Proximity fuse activates. Detonation 20 feet behind aircraft. Fragmentation strikes engines and tail section. Critical damage. Third F-35 dying. What would your reaction be as mission commander watching 3 fighters go down? Immediate rescue attempt, or withdraw and reassess? Comment your command decision. Pilot number 3 ejects at 0352 hours. 4 minutes after first launch warning. All 3 F-35As shot down. All 3 pilots alive under parachute, but descending toward Pakistani territory. Long descent from 40,000 feet, approximately 15 minutes under canopy. Plenty of time for Pakistani ground forces to track landing locations. prepare capture operations. The pilots carry survival radios, emergency beacons, sidearms. But they're landing in hostile nation during active conflict. Survival odds poor. US Central Command receives emergency notification. 3 F-35s down. Pilots ejected over Pakistani territory. Immediate response. Activate combat search and rescue. CSAR is specialized mission. Extract downed pilots from hostile territory. US maintains CSAR capability worldwide. But Pakistan? Different challenge. Nuclear-armed nation. Sophisticated military. Not permissive environment. Rescue attempt risks additional aircraft. Escalates diplomatic crisis. But leaving American pilots to capture? Unacceptable. Pakistani government issues immediate statement. 3 American military aircraft engaged while violating Pakistani airspace and threatening national security. Pilots who ejected will be detained as foreign agents conducting espionage. Pakistan within rights under international law to defend sovereign airspace. The claim about airspace violation is false. F-35s never crossed border, but Pakistan banking on confusion. Fog of war. Difficulty proving exact aircraft positions at time of engagement. American response focuses on 2 tracks, diplomatic and military. State Department demands immediate pilot release, emphasizes aircraft were in international airspace, threatens consequences for pilot detention. Simultaneously, CSAR package assembles. 2 HH-60 Pavehawk helicopters, 2 CV-22 Osprey with SOCOM operators, fighter escort, refueling support, electronic warfare aircraft, quick reaction force on standby. But mission planning requires time, intelligence on pilot locations, Pakistani force dispositions, ingress and egress routes. Can't just rush into Pakistani airspace blind. This level of detailed tactical analysis requires extensive research investment. Support the channel with a thumbs up if you found this valuable. First pilot lands 0407 hours, remote area, mountainous terrain, uses survival radio to transmit position, CSAR monitoring, location 12 miles inside Pakistani territory, pilot injuries, shoulder separated from ejection, minor burns, functional, goes to ground in rocky outcropping, awaits rescue or capture. Pakistani Army units converge on location. Helicopter mobile infantry, closing from multiple directions. Second and third pilots land within 5 minutes. Similar terrain, both reporting injuries but mobile. Radio contact established. CSR has 3 position coordinates, but all 3 locations inside Pakistan, none close to border. Extraction requires penetrating Pakistani airspace, evading air defenses, locating pilots, extracting under potential hostile fire, then egressing. High-risk mission with international implications. Pentagon faces decision point. Authorize CSR mission into Pakistan? Risk more lives? Escalate crisis? Or negotiate pilot release through diplomatic channels? Time factor critical. Longer pilots remain on ground, higher probability of capture. Pakistani forces closing. Need decision within 30 minutes, or mission becomes rescue of captured prisoners, not recovery of evading pilots. Decision comes from highest level. President authorizes limited CSR attempt. Rules of engagement: defensive fire only. Avoid casualties to Pakistani forces if possible. Extract pilots and exit Pakistani airspace immediately. No extended combat operations. This is retrieval, not invasion. Package launches at 0445 hours. Flight time to target area 35 minutes. Race against Pakistani ground forces. Pakistani military tracks. American CSR package from launch. HQ-9B radar again provides early warning. Pakistani command faces own decision. Allow rescue attempt. Engage American helicopters and risk wider conflict. Hold fire and let Americans extract their pilots. Diplomatic considerations versus military capabilities. Decision: track but don't engage unless CSR package attacks Pakistani forces first. CSR arrives target area 0520 hours. First pilot recovered without incident. Pakistani ground forces 800 meters away when helicopter lands. Brief firefight. Warning shots exchanged. No casualties. Helicopter extracts pilot and egresses. Second location proves harder. Pakistani forces already at site. Pilot hiding in cave. CV-22, Osprey fast ropes SOCOM operators. Brief ground combat. 3 Pakistani soldiers wounded. No American casualties. Pilot extracted. Package egresses under electronic warfare cover. Don't miss future strategic analyses. Ensure you're subscribed to catch every breakdown we produce. Third pilot not recovered. Pakistani forces reach location before CSR arrival. Pilot detained. Uninjured. In Pakistani custody. CSR package cannot assault position-holding American prisoner without causing significant Pakistani casualties and political catastrophe. Mission commander makes hard call. Extract 2 pilots. Leave third. Return with diplomatic solution for third pilot. Package returns to base. 2 of 3 pilots recovered. 1 in Pakistani detention. Diplomatic crisis intensifies. Pakistan parades captured American pilot on state television. Claims violations of sovereignty. Demands apology. Threatens trial for espionage. United States demands immediate release. Cites Geneva Conventions. Threatens sanctions. Allies pressured to intercede. Back-channel negotiations begin. 72 hours of intense diplomacy. Finally, pilot released to U.S. custody through neutral intermediary. Returns home, but damage done. Strategic implications reshape regional dynamics. 3 F-35s shot down. $300 million of aircraft destroyed. 3 pilots at risk. 1 captured. Stealth technology proven vulnerable to modern Chinese air defense systems. Pakistani military gains confidence. Chinese export weapons validated. American 5th-generation fighter mystique damaged. Every potential adversary watched engagement. Learned lessons. Updated tactics. Technical analysis reveals stealth limitations. F-35 designed for X-band radar stealth. Shaped to deflect centimeter wavelengths, but UHF-band uses meter wavelengths. Different physics. Stealth shaping less effective. China and Russia, known this for years, developed long-wavelength radars specifically to detect stealth aircraft. Not precise enough for missile guidance alone, but adequate for detection and cueing shorter-range precision radars. 2-stage detection and engagement defeats stealth advantage. Your engagement determines what we analyze next. If this provided strategic insight, share it with anyone studying air combat and stealth technology. American military response includes multiple initiatives. Develop countermeasures against UHF-band detection radars. Enhance F-35 electronic warfare suite. Update tactics to account for long-wavelength radar threat. Avoid predictable patrol patterns. Increase standoff distances. Never assume stealth equals invisibility. Technology advances. Adversaries adapt. Complacency kills. F-35 program faces renewed criticism. $1.7 trillion program over lifetime. Most expensive weapons program in history. Aircraft marketed as unstoppable. 3 shot down in single engagement. Critics argue over-reliance on stealth. Insufficient attention to electronic warfare and countermeasures. Supporters note F-35s performed thousands of combat missions successfully. 3 losses doesn't invalidate entire program, but losses prove aircraft not invincible. Must be employed properly with supporting assets and realistic threat assessment. Pakistan-China defense relationship strengthens. Chinese HQ-9B system performed beyond expectations. Detected stealth fighters. Guided missiles to kills. China gains multiple new export customers for air defense systems. Russia takes notice. Accelerates own long-wavelength radar development. Every nation facing American stealth aircraft now has roadmap for detection and engagement. October 9, 2025 enters history as day stealth fighter invincibility myth died. 3 F-35As, 4 minutes, 6 missiles. Chinese technology in Pakistani hands defeating American innovation. Not through superior aircraft, through asymmetric sensor capability exploiting stealth design limitations. That's modern warfare. Action, reaction, counter-reaction. No permanent advantages, only temporary edges that adversaries constantly work to negate. So here's the ultimate question for air power strategists. Does stealth still matter? Or have long-wavelength radars fundamentally changed air combat calculus? Can 5th-generation fighters operate safely in contested airspace against peer-level air defenses? What's the counter to counter-stealth technology? Share your detailed air combat analysis below. If you made it through this complete tactical breakdown, you're the core audience this channel serves. Hit subscribe, hit notification bell, share with anyone interested in air combat evolution and stealth technology. Because 3 F-35s shot down over Pakistan taught lessons that reshape air warfare doctrine. Your support through likes, comments, and subscriptions enables in-depth analyses like this. 3 pilots ejected, 2 rescued, 1 captured then released, 3 aircraft lost, $300 million gone, stealth mythology damaged, Chinese air defense technology validated, Pakistani confidence boosted, American tactical assumptions challenged, all from single engagement lasting 4 minutes. That's the reality check. That's the lesson. That's why October 9th, 2025 matters. Stay informed, stay tactical, and we'll see you in the next operation analysis.